Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 474. Today is Saturday, November 9th, 2024, and I'm glad you could join me today. It's a gorgeous day today. I was able to get out and have lunch with a coworker, which was super duper lovely. And, like, last week the baby came. So, very, very exciting. so, Kathleen was born on Halloween. Um, my water broke at 1:40 a.m. or sorry, 12:40 a.m. And she was sitting in the lap just before 10 a.m. So it was a much slower process this time around, which was lovely. I was able to use the drugs. Yay! And that made a big difference. so, would so very, very exciting there. Um, but yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a crazy week. For sure, with her coming and then figuring out how to deal with two children instead of one. It would be my hands aren't back yet, but it seems like they're starting to get better, which is good. Um, I still have some like what is it? I probably still have like some swelling in my hands because I went to try to put my rings back on. I was like, doesn't seem quite right yet. And since all my rings are made out of pretty hard engineering grade metals, I don't want to get them stuck. So we'll give it a little bit longer, and hopefully that'll be okay. But yeah, so whatever, getting used to a new normal. Would it be the case where forgot about like how hard like having like an itty bitty baby can be sometimes, but I think we're definitely on the improving end for sure. Well, what is it? No, because it'd be the case where that first night we were home was like when like the baby's stomach is so small that they can only eat for a very short time before they're full, and then 20 minutes, so it'll be like 20 minutes of eating, 20 minutes of sleeping, then 20 minutes of eating again. That's hard in the middle of the night. So we're now like closer to like an hour, and that made a huge difference. And it'll probably get better too. Um, so it would be the case where I am in like a slightly different position in the room because I needed to move move the chair like a little bit. So whatever. It might be a little bit weird getting like all of like the mirror, but that's what ended up happening. Like I suppose I could have rotated more this way, and maybe that's what we'll need to do eventually, but we'll get it figured out. But I did want to record today because like what is it? Like next week, my father-in-law will be in town helping out, so I wouldn't be able to record then. And the like, isn't like I've got like a ton of knitting done in the past couple of days, but or whatever, the past 2 weeks. But so or what was it? But yeah, it's a big relief for sure. So what is it? And like, what is it? Definitely the case where I would say the other thing going on too is um, like last time, like I was like, oh, whatever, take a walk, no big deal. This time, like, sitting's great. Take it easy. Like I tried to cook dinner on the first night. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't even trying to cook olive dinner. I was just trying to bake some potatoes. That was too much. So, whatever. We've been taking it easy and just ordering food and calling it good. Um, but at some point we will have to take it less easy. Not yet. Not yet. So, sweater's coming along. Um, so this is the front panel, and the front panel only has two of these big cable motifs on it. So I just am, this very row that I'm on will be like the last cable cross of the big cable. So I still will have cable crosses because I have these like flanking rope cables, but I think the complication of this project's going to go way down after this. So all I have to do is just knit away on it. So that is exciting. And I actually brought the other pieces out so that we can see what it looks like. So this is the back piece. Can So the back piece has three cables on it. Um, so how much more do we realistically have to do? Not too much more. So couple more inches to go, but there's definitely not room for like another cable repeat in there. But so it's probably like another like 6 inches or so probably before we're done. I may need to pay special attention because it looks like I will have to, just looking at the back panel, be like, oh yeah, I did have some special stuff for the split hem. Always good to check up on that sort of thing. So not too much farther. Um, and then when I'm done knitting the pieces, all I have to do is like seam it up and then a neck treatment, which I believe is just I-cord. And then it's all done. Like there's not even any edge treatment on the sleeves or the bottom hem. Just is. So this has been a long-term project. um for sure. It definitely hasn't helped not being in a place where I could knit much like in the past couple of months. So uh but I'm definitely gonna have to break into another ball of yarn soon. um I didn't end up knitting very much in the hospital because I'm just trying to, whatever, get back to normal, as you do. So, this is the Piper pattern by Carol Sunday. It is knit out of Harrisville Designs Flywheel in the Aquifer color. So it is a Shetland woolen spun wool. It is, what it be? It's not the softest yarn, but it is definitely very, very beautiful heather. Um, and it generally, or would it'd be the case where I don't need my sweater to be like next to skin soft for the most part, so that's fine. This is the sport weight yarn, so that should be like a really good weight for San Francisco wear. Um, or would be there's all sorts of good would it be like, considering, I don't know, this one might be a sport weight sweater, but it's not wool. Um, but should be pretty good and pretty wearable overall. Um, yeah, so really exciting to know that I'll be getting to the end of this project soon. And then I will have to think about what happens next. um, would it be? And it may be the case where I ended up bringing whatever my bag of knitting with me because I do have like a decent backlog of stuff that has been whatever mildly derailed for the past few months. um delay whatever derailed since mid-July at the very least. So it would be the case where what is it? Probably easier to share than just to talk. Um, so when I finish the sweater, I do have a couple of other things to do. Um, so one thing that has been just waiting and will probably continue to wait for a few more weeks are the Dark Father socks. So these are mustache yarn. I'm knitting the Just Ribbing pattern. Um, and I don't even know that you can get it anymore. um, and so it would be the case where these needles are probably still a little too small for me and the carpal tunnel symptoms I'm still recovering from. So there's that. Um, there's all sorts of interesting whatever. I haven't been able to work on these since August. Um, since the small needles are a little too hard on my hands. So those will still be waiting, I think, for a little bit longer. And then the other thing, which is all queued up and ready to go, is that this is the fireworks hat by Olga Jazzy. I took a class of SSK to learn how to knit the double brioche. I realized pretty quickly that because of how loose a knitter I am, I needed to switch from US 4s to US 1s. So these ones might be, I bet they're ones. Yeah, because I have a pair of ones, a pair of fixed ones. um, so this would be the case where I already know that this is going to be super gorgeous and super soft, and then I'll probably end up doing like a matching accessory. I think is this is 150 grams of yarn. I probably only needed like 50 of each, or that's 150 grams per ball. So, will it be medium level hilarious remembering all the skills from the class? Certainly. Will it be too small a needle? We'll find out. So that is in the bag. And then the last thing, oh, that's where that went. The last thing that I have is, I don't even have needles in this bag, is I am planning on knitting a pair of Joris. And so I'm going to be holding this pastel with this dark, they're both neon, they're both neon rainbow. So I need to knit one for one of my nibblings and then knit one for the Kathleen bean. So should be good. So swatched it. It was super gorgeous. I just would be and probably more likely to start this one because it's probably the next biggest needle size that I have available. And then whatever. I feel like I have a nicely coordinating bag right now, which is lovely. As you do. So I was just figuring out what pins I have on this bag. So should be lovely. Should be fun. Do I have enough fiberfill? We'll find out. If I have to buy more fiberfill, that's fine. I do know where my eyes are. So my eyes are the eyes are in the closet. So should be able to, and I think, or what is it? Like I actually have like the more eye-y looking eyes than, because I think if I put black ones on, I think they'll sort of disappear with the yarn. Um, and it would be the case where I did have intentions of um, knitting a sweater out of the leftovers of the Ulysses. Um, so that would be like, for I think it was the Tin Can Knits Rainbow. Now I'm gonna have to go look it up, but would it be? So I would like to do that as well. Would that be thick? It'll probably. Um, that just depends. Like I wasn't, or would it be, since I wasn't really in like a good knitting place like the past couple of months, I wasn't really willing to start another sweater when I wasn't knitting a whole lot. Um, but hopefully I can get like a little bit more in, um, like whatever in the coming weeks and months. So should should be exciting. Um, but yeah, we'll see what direction I end up going in. Um, you like stretch, um, as you do. So we'll figure out what's working and what's not working. If it turns out it's gonna be a lot longer before my hands are working right, then that might be like a good option to do. But also like the toy could take a while as well. So it'll probably be finished sweater, toy, and hopefully by then I'll be able to do smaller gauge projects again. And so then that would sort of open up like the hat as well as the socks, because I could certainly use a small project. um, but if it takes longer, to get everything sort of back to normal again, I might end up doing a baby sweater, and I'll do like the 1 year size because they get big fast. I would say that's probably the weirdest part about it is like whatever. So I have like little teeny weeny itty bitty baby, and I can pick her up and it's like super light and easy. And then like now I have to like pick up the toddler, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so big and sturdy and solid." And I I never I never really thought of him that way till I had like the contrast of the itty bitty teeny weeny baby. So whatever. And then it's also funny because one of his friends from school is in a very similar situation where his friend now has a little sister who's been born within a week of a week of the Kathleen bean. So would it be? So that's just cute and funny. It's like maybe they'll be friends too. It's a distinct possibility. so that is super cute. Um, but yeah, so exciting times for sure. But would it be? Probably also at least medium level challenging for a while. Um, don't have any plans for travel for at least a couple of months. But family will be coming out sort of sporadically over the time. Um, so we'll have to see. I don't know. I probably should be able to. I probably should be able to get another episode in. Oh, we're not even we're not even in the correct month right now. Yeah. So I should be able to get another I should be able to get an episode in 2 weeks. That should be that should be doable. Um yeah, because that's what would it be? I'll have to remember. Yeah, because I think it's the case where yeah, it'll be doable on the Saturday. It wouldn't be doable on the Sunday, I don't think. So but fun times for sure. Um so I know. I guess we'll find out what ends up going down. Um, so not too crazy, but yeah. My spouse will be going back to work. Um, on this Monday, which is just sort of wild. Um, so it feels like that 2 weeks went pretty fast. Um, did that even have that right? Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, and then should be a good time. So, with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you soon. So, take care, guys. Bye bye.